What we do in life echoes in eternity.
What up, y'all? It is Devin with Up TV, and today I will finally be decoding Dragon Ball Super. Since I started this channel, I've never had a more requested video. Every day I did a video that wasn't this one. I felt bad for making y'all wait, so finally, and at last, here's my Illuminati breakdown of Dragon Ball Super. Kinda. Dragon Ball Super is currently still producing new episodes as we speak, so I decided instead of decoding the whole series up until now, I would decode Super by each arc, starting with, of course, the first saga, which is the God of Destruction Beer Saga. So let's get going. So far, in another video, I decoded all of Dragon Ball Z. I touched on a wide range of topics such as fallen angels, aliens, and even Satanism as being hidden themes in the show. It is probably one of the best and most descriptive Dragon Ball Z conspiracy videos on the internet, so if you haven't seen it yet, go watch that first. You won't regret it. Whether you believe it or not, Dragon Ball Z actually connects with many conspiracies. You might call this reaching a bit, but the movie Battle of Gods, which first introduced us to Lord Beerus, was released on March 30th, which is actually the number of the Freemasons, 33. The 33rd degree Mason is the highest a Mason can go unless he becomes what is known as a Shriner, and apparently they believe Lucifer is the light bringer.
Lucifer, what is your problem?
Just that, sir.
Okay.
I'm a Christian, sir.
I'm pure and virtuous and wholesome and innocent. How can you say anything bad about me?
Sir, you need to be born again.
I am born again.
Now, did you just say that you were Lucifer?
I am Lucifer.
Okay, define Lucifer for me.
Pure, virtuous, wholesome, innocent individual that's out to help people.
Lucifer is?
Yeah.
Say that again. Lucifer is a pure, holy...
Virtuous.
Virtuous. Now, is he the Lucifer that God created?
That's the same one.
Oh, man, this is great. I'm going to put this on the internet.
Oh,
Amen.
God bless you,
Amen.
brother.
Because that's exactly what the Shriners and Masons teach, is that Lucifer is light.
No.
And you're
about
confirming
those hospitals?
You know what, sir? Jesus said, many will say to me on that day, Lord, Lord, we did not do these good deeds in your name. And you'll say, away from me, you workers of iniquity. I never knew you.
Jesus said it?
In Matthew chapter 5.
Mercy.
No.
That's hard to believe.
So you're a Christian and you don't know that? Actually,
no, I really am.
You are.
Because I'm pure and virtuous.
You're pure and virtuous, okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
In other words, you're perfect without Jesus, right?
No.
Okay, tell me about Jesus. Who is Jesus?
Well, he's my leader.
Is he the Son of God?
Yes, he is.
Is he the only worshipful master?
Yes.
Have you ever been called worshipful master?
No, because I've just been too busy. I've been working.
Working?
Been working to help people.
What
like
kind
you.
of work? Okay.
Get out of here.
See, this is what a Mason confesses, is that Lucifer is light. Well, you heard it?
The title of the movie, Battle of Gods, should tell you that this movie was going to be an Illuminati film. In the Beerus arc in the TV series Dragon Ball Super follows the same storyline as the movie, but in more detail and few minor changes, but still promoting the same satanic themes Dragon Ball Z always has, except for on a way worse level. Beerus is of course a cat whose design came from the cat of Akira Toriyama himself, but his garments were designed to resemble the garments of the Egyptian god Seth. There are many things that are wrong with this series, especially if you believe in God. Dragon Ball Z introduces us to the Kais, and the job of the Kais is to protect their universe. But we never been introduced to an actual character who is a god until Battle of Gods was released. Lord Beerus is the god of destruction, and when we first meet him, Lord Beerus can be perceived as evil. He goes around destroying whole worlds because he doesn't appreciate the food that the planet has to offer. That's right, food. I can hear people saying, well, that's why they call him the God of destruction. It's his job to destroy worlds from time to time. The problem is the creation of his character mocks anyone who believes in there being only one true God and not many gods. If you believe in the Bible, if you believe in Jesus, then you should know that there is only one true God. This show is one of the reasons why kids are adopting Satanism and they don't even know it and would deny it in a heartbeat. But when you're so into something like a show, a movie, or even music, these themes of many gods or that everyone is a god really makes you question your own beliefs. You start asking yourself questions like, what if there are many gods? What if there are multiple universes with multiple gods? It's good to question everything, but it also builds confusion and distracts you from the real truth. And next thing you know, you're denying the Bible before you even actually read the Bible, which is wrong because God said, lean not on your own understanding. Read the scriptures before you form an opinion, because I'm telling you, a lot of you non-believers are gonna be upset when Judgment Day comes. I'm just saying.
Oh, y'all don't hear what I'm saying? Beside him, there is no other. We're not serving a committee of gods, a board of gods. There is one God above you all, in you all, and through you all. And when the one God who is above you decided to come to you, he came in the person of Jesus Christ. If you want to best understand the relationship between Christ and God, next time you have a glass of water, put some ice in it.
The title of the movie, Battle with God, symbolizes the battle of the end when Jesus must rise up and battle with the beast. In Dragon Ball Super, you would notice that Goku is made to represent Jesus. It becomes really apparent in the Goku Black arc, but we're not quite there yet. For now, notice how Goku achieves the title of becoming a god by becoming a Super Saiyan god. This is the dream of the Illuminati, to become a god so that they can overthrow the one true God. Satanists and New Agers call it the same thing, ascension. This whole arc was about Goku's ascension into becoming a god, proving once and for all that men are powerful enough to be on the same level as God. I don't know about you, but I find this very disturbing. Don't get it twisted, Dragon Ball fans. No man can stand a chance against the Lord. Dragon Ball Super even takes it a step farther when we reach the Frieza arc, because up until then we are led to believe that Beerus is the most powerful, but someone else is actually more powerful than him. His angel Whis actually trained Beerus and can clearly beat him if he ever wanted to. What makes it worse is that the show made for kids actually did a play on the names of Beerus and Whis, which really means beer and whiskey. Yeah, I might be nitpicking a bit, but it's subtle subliminal messages like this that feed the subconscious of our youth. Think about it like this. How many times have you wanted to eat pizza because the Ninja Turtles eat pizza? The other day, my son asked us to make chili dogs because Sonic the Hedgehog loves chili dogs.
You know what? I saved you a dog! You gonna munch this or what? Going. Out of here.
Believe it or not, there will be kids who decide to drink one day and will believe it's okay because their favorite Dragon Ball Super characters, Beerus and Whis, names mean beer and whiskey. When I first seen Whis, something told me he was created to be Dragon Ball Z's first gay character, to push the agenda of the Illuminati, to create a gay culture and society. But when I seen this clip from an episode of Super, I knew I was right. This clip makes it official. Whis is a homosexual. It seems like you can't watch anything anymore without them using a character from your favorite show to promote the gay agenda. I think if this scene of Whis acting like he loves seeing Beerus naked wasn't enough, then take notice how Whis wears lipstick, nail polish, and even a dress. We roasted Kanye for wearing this. We roasted P. Diddy for wearing this. And Snoop and Kevin Hart for wearing this. So Whis can get it too. Dragon Ball Super, the Beerus arc, was the beginning of a new chapter in the Dragon Ball world, so a lot of the symbolism found in Z still exists in Super. From the promotion of Satan in 666 via the character Mr. Satan, of course, the M on Boo's pants meaning Majin, but really stands for the mark of the beast.
He also forced everyone, small and great, rich and poor, free and slave, to receive a mark on his right hand or on his forehead, so that no one could buy or sell unless he had the mark, which is the name of the beast, or the number of his name. This calls for wisdom. If anyone has insight, let him calculate the number of the beast, for it is man's number. His number is 666.
We see subtle hints of pedophilia with Trunks and Mai because the kid Mai is actually a grown woman trapped in a little girl's body. We see gluttony, we see greed, and we also see the wrath of every villain, beginning with Beerus, who's willing to destroy anything or anyone for any reason. He even scared the Kais because, to be plain and simple, Beerus is a tyrant. Notice how I was again referring to the 7 deadly sins. Gluttony, greed, and wrath are just 3 of the 7 deadly sins we can find in Z, and now we can find them in Super. But a lot of people suggested that the 7 Dragon Balls also stand for the 7 chakras. I've seen some pretty convincing videos that make the case for the 7 Dragon Balls standing for the 7 chakras, but one video I seen made the most sense. Dragon Balls are orange balls with red stars. They have no other colors. Each chakra represents a different color. I would like to suggest that the different color hair from the Saiyan's transformations actually represent the chakras.
So, what are the colors of Saiyan hair that we are most familiar with as of Dragon Ball Super episode 92? Well, first off, there is the quintessential gold/yellow hair color of the Super Saiyan, which has been granted to anyone who is a Saiyan or Saiyan descendant that has been able to tap into that primal power, aka the most merchandisable trope that you could possibly imagine. Then there is the reddish-pink hair color of the Super Saiyan God, which was granted to Goku in the Battle of Gods movie, as well as Vegeta if you count the manga in these findings. Then we have Super Saiyan Blue from the Resurrection F movie onwards, which is slowly becoming more and more profitable each and every day, whilst also becoming less and less special. Then there is the Super Saiyan Rose form used by Goku Black, or to give it its full name, thanks Cineverse, Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. At least it's less of a tongue twister than Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. Then we mustn't forget, of course, the color black. The color of Saiyan hair as well as their descendants. So long as Bulma ain't your mama, in which case, her genes will dominate yours, just like in real life. Now I have a theory as to why the Saiyan hair color might be black, and it doesn't have to do with genetics. I believe it has something to do with color symbolism. Now, I studied a lot of this during my time in university for my graduation piece. It all culminated in a 6-part video series that actually got some good marks, and it's actually on my YouTube channel if you wish to go and look for it. I'm not going to leave a link to it because it's quite old and I'm slightly embarrassed about it, but if you do find it and decide to watch it, then enjoy. What I learned back then was that colors are extremely emotive, filled with hidden messages and meanings. Black auras and energies tend to denote hate, malice, anger, and vengefulness. All traits that are present in a typical Saiyan. Well, except Goku and pretty much modern Saiyans. We're talking pre-age 737. Saiyans built their empire on destruction and malice, all just for the sake of a quick buck. When they were destroyed by the hands of Lord Frieza, Vegeta was filled with malice and desired revenge against his fallen race. And that feeling is still present in Vegeta to this day. So already, color has a strong association with Saiyan physiology. To further analyze it, we need to look more on a spiritual level. Haverock's research took me to this diagram, the 7 chakras. Now, chakra is more than just explaining away your basic anime shonen character's power. It has a far more deeper meaning than that, something that you can use in your everyday life. By delving into these 7 chakras, we can easily interpretate the possible meanings of all the Super Saiyan hair colors that currently exist, as well as predicting future Super Saiyan hair colors potentially. The reason why I'm going into this is because Asia is a very big believer of color and meaning. Colors can have all kinds of meanings in whatever type of field you wish to put them in, not only just in the philosophical and the spiritual. The website Zen Lama describes the chakra system. The 7 chakras are the energy centers in our body in which energy flows through. A chakra is like a whirling vortex-like powerhouse of energy. Within our bodies, you have 7 of these major energy centers and many more minor ones. You can think of chakras as invisible rechargeable batteries. They are charged and recharged through contact with the stream of cosmic energy in the atmosphere, in much the same way that your home is connected to a central power source within a city. The only difference is that this cosmic energy source is free. The 7 major chakras are in the center of the body. So this cosmic energy could be referring to the energy that all of our characters tap into within Dragon Ball. They call upon this energy at any time, so that means they can tap into the power inside of them and just let it loose. Now already if you look at this diagram, some of these colors might be familiar to you. Now please note, this list of chakra and colors are not necessarily in a particular order. It's more to do with different stances and different emotional states of mind. First off, we have point 1, the root, or Muladhara, which is colored in red. This is the beginning of Goku's spiritual journey when he unlocked the powers of the Super Saiyan God and first touched the power of God Ki. Just like the core of Mother Earth, it pulses and swells with bright crimson radiant heat. That red is a clear sign of visceral primitive power. It's the sparking place for big blasts of raw creation. When you see red, consider a sonic boom of powerful action propelling you forward. Consider this the spark of action. Make this red heat the seat of your physical/spiritual birth. This is the hot coal of your perception, and it's a great fuel maker for whatever you want to start cooking. This is your first stepping stone to achieving great power, but it is just that, the beginning, the entry point of divinity. Now you remember that Goku felt unsatisfied with this power in the Battle of Gods movie? It wasn't just because he didn't earn it like all of his other powers, it's just the feeling that he got from it on a spiritual and internal level. It was unfulfilling and felt lacking, like there was something more to tap into, which of course we know there is. We then move on to point 3, colored in yellow, the solar plexus or the Manipura. This color is the most familiar to us, the Super Saiyan of old, commonly associated with pure anger and rage and could be destructive when it's used in the wrong hands. This chakra is concerned with your digestive system, muscles, pancreas, and adrenals. It is the seat of your emotional life. Feelings of personal power, laughter, joy, and anger are associated with this center. Your sensitivity, ambition, and ability to achieve are stored here. Blockage may manifest as anger, frustration, lack of direction, or a sense of victimization. Now note that last sentence in particular. Blockages may manifest as anger, frustration, and lack of fulfillment, etc. Does that sound familiar? To become a Super Saiyan, the levels of anger and rage and frustration inside of you have to reach such a critical mass that it purges itself and releases itself as an explosion of anger and power that we see in Super Saiyan. Now, as we've seen many times, the first time anyone unlocks this transformation is the hardest to achieve, as well as the most agitated, even for the Universe 6 Saiyans. It might even explain why they have in particular a tingly sensation in their back whenever they try and unlock this power. You're unlocking your hidden chakra, and in Universe 6, it's a little more visual. Upon reaching this power, you are unlocking many things, both on a physical, emotional, and mental level. You are free, a whole new type of freedom that you've never experienced before. You're just letting loose completely. You know what? I think we might have cracked the origin of Super Saiyan here, people. It's not just a time-saving technique from Toriyama in the manga. It is a true cataclysm, releasing so much pent-up emotion. It's just so obvious now. No wonder it looks so intense.
To see the rest of the Saiyan hair color theory, follow the link in the description of this video. But I just wanted to add, this isn't the first time we've seen the chakras represented in a cartoon. We've seen it in the Avatar. Although this is marketed as good spiritual practices, it's really how you build your sensitivity to the spiritual realms. The goal of activating your chakras is to get the serpent spirit called Kundalini to reach the crown of your head so that you can supposedly reach spiritual enlightenment and ascend to the next level, becoming your own God. The Bible clearly warns against these types of spiritual practices. Man wants to be Superman. Man wants to be Goku. Man wants to be God. Dragon Ball Super, the Beerus arc, is promoting the same lie told to Adam and Eve by the serpent, which is Lucifer himself, that ye can be gods. And this is the ultimate agenda and goal of the Illuminati, to ascend into a god being just like Goku by joining forces with the devil to defeat the one true God, Jehovah. If you like this video and want to see my breakdown of the Frieza, Goku Black, and the Universe Survival arcs, don't forget to subscribe to Up TV and click that bell to get notifications so you don't miss the next Dragon Ball Super Illuminati video. My name is Devin Worlds, and I'll holla at y'all later. Peace. Thank you for watching Up TV. If you like this video and would love to see more, check out these great videos here, and don't forget to subscribe to Up TV and Up TV 2 for even more great videos.